Hi, this is Joe Mohan, also known as Voice Guy Joe for BTV International. Right now, I'm standing with Mr. Santosh Varghese, who is the Vice President of Toshiba Gulf. Thank you very much for having us here, sir. And I would like to talk to you about this stall that we have. We are at Gitex 2019. Tech Week is going on. This is the third day. And we can see that Toshiba is focusing today, I think, more on surveillance or security related aspects. So, what exactly is this approach known to be, and why is it like that?
Well, before that, I want to make it very clear about our Toshiba storage products. We have a complete 360 of hardware offering in terms of the hard disk drives. So we have hard drives for PC, which is there for use it as an external backup or use it on your desktop or use it on your notebooks. Then we have a specific application. We have drives for NAS, network attached storage. We have drives for surveillance, which is now the very booming segment. Then we have drives for enterprise. In enterprise, we have two different formats, enterprise capacity and enterprise performance-based hard drives. So in this Gitex, we have partnered with Mbuzz, who is a value-added distributor. And our focus is mainly on surveillance drives and also on the enterprise drives, because Toshiba is one of the first brands to launch these 14 terabyte and 16 terabyte hard drives. These are exclusive hard drives with a technology called helium-filled technology, which reduces your power consumption by 50%. And as there is a data explosion which is happening, and research has shown that by 2025, 166 zettabytes of data will be produced by business, by individual. And these data need to be stored. And Toshiba is geared up with all its technology and innovation to store these data, be it on the server farm in a Facebook or Google, or in a private cloud in your corporate, or personally having all these NAS drives at home or external backups at home. You keep storing, you need data, you need to store your data. So Toshiba has offering completely for different category of people, different segments, different businesses. So now coming to surveillance, that's a booming segment with government across the globe and mainly in GCC is pushing much on surveillance of government buildings, schools, hotels, public places. And not only that, they want the surveillance data to be stored for 180 days. Yeah, and most of these data could be high definition data. There could be normal data which is there, and especially in school and government buildings, it's very, very mandatory that these data needs to be analyzed and also looked into on a monthly basis. So what we offer is a dedicated surveillance-based hard drives, which is called the S300.
Okay.
It starts from the 4 TB to 10 TB. So these are hard drives made only for surveillance. It can withstand heat of 70 degrees plus. It can work 24/7. So these are dedicated hard drives only for surveillance. Previously, people were using desktop hard drives. That's not meant for surveillance. That's not meant to work 24/7. So critical data is up for being crashed, or you won't be able to retrieve it properly, or it can't work in this extreme heat which is there in this region. So we have dedicated S300 hard drives, and we also have the V300, that's the video surveillance drives, which we use for mainly home application and video surveillance applications. That's with 1 TB to 2 TB, but what we offer in S300 is from 4 TB to 10 TB. And that's something which, with dedicated application, which can work 24/7, and it can withstand the extreme heat application. Yes, yeah.
I think that gives a very good insight into Toshiba's approach towards the new needs which are coming up in the market, and also how the needs are being addressed by the technological advancement that you're using in your series of products. And it's great to know that, especially in the surveillance area, that these kind of hard drives are going to ensure that the data is much more safer for a longer time and is also retrievable. And so, which means using the right product for the right requirement is what you've basically catered to. Also, looking at your marketing approach, these are the technical aspects of it, what you just explained. Post Gitex 2019, what do you think your marketing approach is going to be to capture a better market penetration in the Middle East, as well as the European and African region, possibly Asia, Middle East as well?
Yeah, this region based in Dubai, we are responsible for Middle East and Africa market. So that includes the GCC, Levant, North Africa, East, West, and South Africa too. So one of our marketing approach is to participate in events like Gitex, where you showcase your technology to the end users. And also there are other industry-specific exhibitions going on because Dubai is all about events and exhibitions. So it's a good platform to let know your technology to people because Toshiba invests billions of dollars in R&D, and innovation is in our DNA because it's almost a 143-year-old company. Yeah, so we've been innovating a lot of new products in technology. Our core focus now is on storage. So storage, there is a perception that hard drives are going to be dead, but that's not going to be there. With the data explosion, it's going to be leaps and bounds. Zettabytes are going to be stored on it. There is SSD coming in, but what's happening now is in the corporates, people are using SSD for frequently accessing data, and older data where you don't need it, maybe a backup of your 2-year-old email and backup data of 3 to 4 years of your business is stored in the hard drives. So you need bigger capacities, right? Because you would never know when you need these data for business or for legal requirements. So our marketing approach, one is to take part in these events and also have kind of a roadshow in with select and target audience. Yeah, so we had something called as what we call as we select target customers segment, and then we invite them for a discussion. So we discuss about the product, technology, and how Toshiba can add value to their requirements. Yeah, these are some of the talk shows from the industry experts, which we gather and we talk about that. And then other activities is basically we also do a lot of channel training because and Toshiba is the first vendor in the IT space to come up with a smart app. It's called the Toshiba Sales and Marketing app, which is there on your Google Play Store. So this gives you a detail about a product. It gives technology, details on the sales tools, and also marketing collaterals. So any salesperson who has a doubt on any product about Toshiba can refer that. They can refer that to the customers too. Yeah, and we are the first vendor to do it. So in this way, because today there are too many technology, too many brands, it's very difficult to get the mind share of the person who is selling, and you don't expect them to know everything. True. So this is one thing which we are really looking into. So it helps the salespeople to talk technology and also refer to the sales tools to help them to sell that. That's one of the things. And then the second thing is we are implementing a lot of AI-driven projects. So the first one is a call center, which we have replaced the human call agents, and it's being replaced by a robot called TOSH. So when you call 800 Toshiba, 800 TOSH, there's a bot which answers the call. So it gives you details on the product warranty, where to buy, and what are the features on these products. So that gives you that. So we are also coming up with a bot which will become a sales agent. So when you go into a retail store or somewhere like this, a customer can come and scan the QR code. A bot comes out on his mobile, and it is interactive. So it gives you the specification of the product, where it can be used, what are the technologies, what are the USPs and all this. So these are AI driven, which is again by machine learning and deep learning, it learns more into it. And we hope by next 2 to 3 months we'll be launching these things. So we are getting into AI driven to support these technologies into the market where people want to sell, customer wants to know the products, because now you're suddenly configuring a server, you want to know more details about it. You can scan a QR code on one of these products and the bots come out and help you out. So these are some of the engagements we're doing to enhance it. So we just not only the product based thing, but we are adding value. Yeah. So basically if you don't add value to your technology, it sits in the shelf. Yeah? So that's what we're looking at.
Amazing. I mean, amazing, Mr. Varghese, because when you're talking about a brand which is over 1.5 centuries old and still going strong as one of the top market leaders, and it's very interesting the way with such an old history and tradition, you're still embracing the newer technologies. And with more and more of AI coming into picture, 5G being catered to, and new requirements being catered to with better specs on the hardware itself. I think you've covered the 360-degree approach aspect of it, and that's what I think is helping Toshiba stay up in the market across the world. And what's I mean, that also brings to me, this point that Mbuzz, as your partner, distributing a channel, what is your expectation from them? How has your experience been, especially with what they have done for Toshiba in this Gitex 2019?
See, like I said, we have a complete 360 of storage products. Some of the products you need specialized partners who can sell. So Mbuzz is one of those specialized partners who will be focusing on surveillance, will be focusing on the enterprise capacity drives, which is into big data storage, cloud storage. So they are kind of a value-added distributor who will be supplying it to the system integrators who will be providing the full solution to the. For example, if a company wants to build a data center, yeah, they can buy the complete frame and add the hard drives, buying it from Mbuzz. Yeah, so that is 35% almost cheaper rather than buying it integrated. And one more interesting thing is Toshiba gives 3-year full warranty on its surveillance drives, unlike other brands with 1 year is first year is full, second year it's 50%, third year is 20%. But we give 3 years full warranty on our products, and our enterprise drives are geared to work 24/7. Yeah, it can have full workload because you can't have very less downtime, right? You cannot have, because these are once Facebook is shut down, you know how people gets irritated. Even in your data center, you know how your users in the office can get irritated. They keep complaining about it. So our drives are we have different kinds of formats, mission critical and capacity drives. They are tested and they're made to work 24/7. Yeah, apart from the technologies we offer on this.
Amazing. It's very exciting because I'm looking forward to basically seeing in the next couple of months the new AI-driven applications which help the end users of any level, whether it's just a consumer, home consumer, or even at an enterprise level, how it helps them to choose a product, maybe troubleshoot it, maybe understand more specs of it, and of course continue the relationship with Toshiba. And I thank you for your time, sir, and I wish you a very best in this Gitex 2019. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you. Lovely, sir. Thank you so much.